Hi, I'm Ethan, and this is my UX report on the Reddit mobile app. We will be ignoring the desktop version of their application for the purposes of this report. The interface of the app itself is kept very simple with a single typeface and a limited color palette, allowing the user to focus on the posts themselves and the infinite scroll of the page, drawing them in quickly and repetitively. This is further accentuated by simple use of a single typeface unified throughout the app. I believe it's Benton Sans. The level of interaction within the app is mostly simple, but as it gets into things like account creation and post creation and comment trees, it becomes more complicated and can be a little bit daunting to new users. But as we begin to look into the navigational flow of the app, we can see that it is, at its base, very simple, designed to focus on interaction with mainly what you see on your screen initially, and then the second level of interaction is kept to a couple of clicks deeper within the page and is not stressed by the layout of the page. The graphic shown here represents the level of depth required to access content, as well as the real estate on the given page. Moving into the testing phase of the project, our fictional user groups were based in reality and constructed around age groups that we thought might have different needs and also different skill sets involved with their interaction with an app and how that might affect their user experience. Our fictional persona number 1 is Dave. For this persona, we focused on making him essentially a typical millennial technology-using professional and focused on what needs that might generate in his professional and personal life. Mostly, we looked at a need for socialization and perhaps keeping up with news. For Persona 2, we focused on a vastly different age group, looking at a working professional who is nearing retirement and whose interaction with technology might be forced through their employment, but wouldn't necessarily come as naturally to someone who grew up with the use of mobile apps. And taking this into account, we looked at a different set of needs for them, mostly curiosity more than anything. In determining a rule set for the user testing phase, we focused mostly on not revealing inherent information about how to access a particular goal based in the phrasing of the question. So keep it as vague as possible, only focus on the end result, and allow the user to express their own full potential and see where that takes them. Looking at our observational results, overall, all 3 users did not seem to struggle with most of the interactions presented to them. The one that provided the least difficulty was simply navigating the site itself, whereas the one that provided the most difficulty was creating new content and understanding why the comment section worked the way that it did. The exit survey results were mostly in line with what we observed. Users reported that depending on their interests, they were likely to use the site again, although one user stated that they felt like it was more than they needed and other apps already met those needs, specifically things like Pinterest and Instagram. Overall, the design of the user interface seems to encourage the intended user experience in regards to the mobile site, focusing more on the observation of content rather than the creation and interaction with it, making it more accessible at a shallower level than the desktop site.